The appeal is official. I told you it would happen. It needed to happen. It's finally happening. Indeed, I'm looking at it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump filing in the appellate court because this is insane. I mean, utterly, totally, absolutely, positively insane. I mean, you're talking about numbers here that frankly are vindictive, that prove the political bias of this particular prosecutor and the two-bit judge that decided to come up with this massive amount. What was it? $355 million. But then you got to factor in everything else and all the interest. And before you know it, you're looking at a number that is north of 460 some odd. I mean, this is $464 million. This is per the appellate court filing that they just made. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely, positively insane. And these are highly political individuals. Look, Donald Trump said it really well a while back. This is from a couple of weeks ago. I want you to take a look at him talking about how egregious this whole thing really is.
I just want to say this. You build a great company. There was no fraud. The banks all got their money, 100%. They love Trump. They testified that Trump is great customer, one of our best customers. They testified beautifully. And the judge knows that. He's just a corrupt person. And we knew that from the beginning. We knew it right from the beginning because he wouldn't give it to the commercial division. This judge thought Mar-a-Lago is worth $18 million and it's worth anywhere from 50 to 100 times that amount. So we realized that. He ruled against me before he even got the case. He ruled against me. He said I was guilty. He didn't know what I was guilty of before he even got the case. And Letitia James, that's another case altogether. She's a horribly corrupt attorney general, and it's all having to do with election interference. There were no victims because the banks made a lot of money. They made $100 million. And by the way, I paid approximately $300 million in taxes as the migrants come in and they take over New York. I paid over this period of years over $300 million in taxes. And they want me out. Oh, let's see if we can get them out. These are radical left Democrats. They're lunatics. And it's election interfering. So I just want to thank you for being here.
You know what? He's got a point there. He's talking about radical left Democrats. They definitely have a point of view, to say the least, ladies and gentlemen, a point of view that is pretty drastic, that is pretty political. And I think when it's all said and done, you know what? He's going to be able to go back and he's going to be able to prove, in fact, that this was election interference. Because when you're talking about fines like $355 million, let's go with it for a moment. Let's say, okay, you know what? He committed some kind of fraud because he should not have put the square footage as X when it was really Y. All right, let's give him that for a second. Does that justify $355 million in penalty? Absolutely, positively not. And that is where you get to actual election interference. Because, I'm sorry, but the punishment doesn't fit the crime. And the last I checked, you know, you kind of have to have those things add up.